Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel with Priyanka series 14. In this series, we will be continuing solving dates problems. So here we will start with question number 8, that what is the loan due? The start date is given and number of days is given. So while solving this question, we'll start with equal to sign. We'll put the start date since we have to know when is the loan due, means end date of this loan. So in start date we will be adding the number of days left in loan due. Control enter, and this is the date, that is 3rd of January 2025 when the loan is due. Now let's go to question number 9. What is the end date of the project? If the first day we are including it and the Friday and Saturday we are excluding, being a non-working days. So here we will be using a function, a great function we'll be learning here, that is Workday.international, as we had learned in the previous session. Another network days international, like that. So here we will be using equal to sign Workday international. We will have to put the start date. Start date is this, comma, and it is so magic, right? We excluding the work days instead of going manually and just deleting the work days. It makes our work easier. Start date, days is this, comma, weekends. Weekends is Friday and Saturday selected. Close the bracket. And no, I missed it something. Since we have to include here the first day, so I will minus 1. The reason being, from the actual date, it will be moved back to the previous date, and since we have to include the first day as well, so it will include 17/11, means 17th of November will be included. We are moving back one step back, that is 16th of November we are moving back. That is the reason the 17th of November will be included here. And control enter. 9th of January 2025 is the end date of this project. So here we are adding days to date to get the future date, as you have seen in while solving these two question 8 and 9. Next we will be moving to question number 10, where we will be subtracting the days from date to get the past date. Past date means the earlier date. So when was the loan issued? End date is given, number of days is given, so we need to find the start date. So for getting the start date, as our common sense says, we start with equal to sign. So getting the start date, we have to subtract from the end date minus number of days of the loan, control enter, and 5th of September 2023 is the loan issued date. And next is, what is the end date for project? First day being included and Friday, Saturday being a non-working days. So obviously, yes, non-working days will be there in that. Equal to sign. We'll use the same function, work day international, and then start with the start date. Date will take it this, comma, days. And one more thing I missed it here, C18, this is the start date. Here also first day is included. So what, for including this 1st of 9th of January 2025, we have to add 1, comma, days since date will be moved to 10th of January, then only the day 9th of January will be included. We are moving it backward here. Comma, and the weekend is there. Select the weekend, close the bracket, control enter. And what is this 4, 5, 6, 1, 3? We have to change the format here, and the date is, as you are seeing, the start date for both the question when the loan was issued and when the end date of the project is matching. No, for question number 10 it is not matching because the end date I have mentioned here is, if we'll match it to 25, then it will match to the earlier question number 8, and the same for question number 11. Now move to the next question. Here what we did, here we have subtracted the number of days from the date to get the previous date. In question number 12, what we are doing is we are moving a date a number months forward or backward. Suppose a date is given and we are moving it to a future date or to a prior date. So let's start with question number 12. When does my pension plan vest? Start date is 22nd of January 2024 and number of months is 60. So we'll start with equal to sign, and we will be learning another two function here. And here in this case, since we are moving it forward another 60 days, no sorry 60 months forward, so here the function used will be EDATE. EDATE is the function which will help us start date, comma, months, close the bracket, control enter. See, it is capturing in general form. We have to change it. So it is 22nd of January 2029. Next is, what is the last day of this month? So here 22nd of January 2029 is the date when our pension will start. What is the last day of this month? So here we will be using another function. We will be learning another function, that is EOMONTH. It returns the serial number of the last day of the month before or after a specified number of months. That is the reason we are using this function made for this. Start date, comma, months, 0 months, because last day of this month we have to select. That is why we are close it bracket, control enter. Every time in my system, I think the setting is like this, that every time I need to go and change it to the date format. It is coming as 29th of February 2024. And you are seeing it one more thing here, that the Excel is reading the leap year. That is why the last day of the month is reading as 29th of February 2024, as 2024 being a leap year. So question number 14. What day is invoice due? If it is due on the same day 2 months ahead. So here again we'll use our function of EDATE. EDATE, start date, comma, months, close the bracket, control enter. We have to convert it to the date. What day is invoice? What day is invoice due? Okay, this we have done. What day is invoice due? If it is due at the end of the next month. Here again the same function of EO month, list start date, comma, and the months. Close the bracket, control, enter. We have to changes to the, I will see it later why it is happening. Always capturing the, not the longer date, I want the shorter date. And this is all about today's session, and we have solved another few questions in this session related to date format based on dates. And see you in the next session. I hope the video is helping you, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.